Guess who's back? Happy 2026, y'all. 2025 was a show. It was a Broadway musical. It was theater, honey. And I'm so excited for 2026. 2025 was the year of the snake, and there were a lot of moments of shedding and I agree. I think it was definitely a culmination of many cycles. So I'm excited just for this sense of renewal that 2026 promises to bring. With that being said, let's get started with the bevy of the day. Now it is dry January, so I am enjoying some pomegranate juice in a wine glass. So I want to start off the new year with a simple idea that we are allowed to share before we're sure. January often inspires me to reflect on the past year and then also to kind of like establish new goals, new routines, see where I lacked from the previous year. One thing I will say that I fell off in doing last year was just this. I took a step back from creating YouTube content because I psyched myself out. I was attaching how I felt about my YouTube content to how other people responded to it. Lately, I've been thinking about how much creativity we lose. And it's not because we don't have ideas, but it's because we wait for something to be perfected, polished, or packaged a certain way. But I realize that creativity doesn't work like that. If anything, it works within the realms of curiosity. I'm currently learning that to be willing to be seen while I'm figuring it out is essential. And that is really where the idea of posting through the cringe came about. Sometimes what we call cringe is really just vulnerability taking up space, or as I like to say, vulnerability with a bad reputation, or vulnerability seeking acceptance. That act of trying is the best part. And I think that exposure actually can help us become better creatives. We have allowed social media to place an excessive amount of pressure on ourselves to look, sound, vacation, perform a certain way that the majority of the time is very unrealistic. Posting through the cringe can not only be applied to creative people, artists, content creators, influencers. I think it can be applied to anyone, no matter what you do or who you are. I think if anything, it's a call to acknowledge your uniqueness and stand in your power. But I'm actually more committed to that process with like trying things out and just making my shot anyway until something sticks. I believe I've finally gotten to a point where I'm more concerned about staying creative rather than being impressive. Yeah, this year I'm choosing momentum and creativity and trying things anyway and messing up and learning from those mistakes and just having more freedom and detaching and unsubscribing to the ideas that social media has placed on us. That what we decide to share has to look, sound, and feel a certain way. I have to trust and know that it will reach the people that it is meant to reach in due time. I'm just excited to see what this year will bring for me with this new idea and this new commitment, and allowing myself to be seen before I'm sure. So let's cheers to that.